It is your boy Black Ronin back on at it again with another banger and fire video for y'all's out here today there, y'all. Welcome on back to the channel. But guys, I gotta talk about why Africa is the best escape plan for most black Americans, mulattoes out there. Hey, this is a place I would highly recommend that for us to have as a escape plan, because listen, when I'm looking around in the US, it's safe to say that this country is collapsing. I don't want to be here for the collapse. And looking around, and the reason why I say that a lot of us should honestly leave this place is because it's going to get real ugly here. And in the state of America right now, ain't nobody finna come and save nobody. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You like, if you expecting the government to come save everybody, nah, that ain't finna happen. Like, this country do not care about its people, so why should you care to try to fight and restore the balance over here? Like, nah, all this country want to do is keep everybody miserable, divided, and fat, out of shape, like no type of life whatsoever. I ain't trying to live like that. If that's y'all, hey, y'all want to go fight for this system, you go right ahead. I say to all the people out there, no matter what race you are, but primarily I'm talking to people that look like me right now, because we the minority out here in America. We don't control the politics and all that stuff like that. This is something that white America is going to have to go handle for the most part themselves. And even certain white people can agree that it's time to leave, because heck, going back in history, it wasn't just us that got screwed over. You had certain whites like the Irish, the Europeans, they ain't like the Irish. They treated them rough when they first brought them over here. So it was them. Had the Asians, they got treated rough, So like, you can't have a history of darkness and screwing over the people for so many years and not have consequences for that in the later years. And everything that's happening now, it's happened for a reason. And I'm actually glad it's happening, because America is getting what it deserves. You can't do all that screwing over people for so long and not expect any consequences to not come out of that. Now, again, if y'all want to go fight for this country, go right ahead. Y'all want to go build a civil war, take on the government, y'all go right ahead. But I think us people of color, everybody, honestly, if you a hardworking person, good head on your shoulder, you're smart, I would say to leave this country. And for people that look like me, I say Africa, hands down. Now, why do I say Africa? First off, the cool thing with Africa, if you're a black American, mulatto, or whatever, the cool thing with that is basically, like, guys, you got certain countries out there that will grant you citizenship based on if you're related, like, so if they can trace your ancestry and your roots back to that country, certain country, whether it be, West Africa, which a lot of us, they say that we come from, but you never know. You might have some East African roots. You never know where you came from. So, do your research there. And even if you can't get citizenship through the type of, whatchamacallit, like tracing back your ancestry by descent, there are still so many opportunities, and Africa is very affordable, and you can live however you want to live. You want to ball out and live this rich lifestyle, you can do that too. You want to just live simple, you can, like, you got that option too in Africa. And then the restrictions is not really crazy compared to the rest of the world. Like I was saying in my previous videos, if you go down to South Africa, like, you can literally get the same rights as a South African and buy your own land, property, get into real estate. What country around the world can you do that in? What continent is known for that? And then like on top of that too, for a lot of my brothers out there, hey, if you want multiple wives, you can do that in Africa. Like, that's pretty known throughout Africa. So if you want multiple wives, which I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, I'm cool with just one woman. But if I can have multiple wives legally, I ain't gonna lie, that's something to look into. So if you a man that want to move like that, you can do that. You can do it in the South Africa, many parts of Africa, so yeah, Africa pretty known for that. Then on top of that, the food. Hey man, hey, look up some ugali, fufu. Look that up, because that's some good stuff right there. The food is, they got some good food out there, so keep that in mind. And then on top of that, if you go to a place like, let's say, Kenya, South Africa, it's very modern, guys. It's gonna feel similar to back home in America, but the difference is, politics wise, people that look like us, they're basically, we're the majority in the political spectrum and just the political field. So you get that advantage too. Now, it can, for the most part, it's definitely an advantage, because people come up in there yeah, we're the social norm, we're the social top of the hierarchy, and that's something we need to experience to see how that feels. Now, yes, we are Americans coming over there, but at the end of the day, we blend just right in with most of the Africans. So, and we're from over there too, back home. That can take you so far. I think that's very, very important to have, having that status over there. So, that can take you a long way. Then on top of that, the amount of peace too. A lot of people, man, they go over there, they say, man, it's so much peaceful over there. You can, yeah, man. And then on top of that, diversity. Africa's very diverse, so every shade, they got it. They got white people over there, everybody over there. So it's gonna feel like South Africa, it's gonna feel like America, but just basically we're the majority. So it's gonna be a difference, just how you go through and just live life, So I think it's very, very important that a lot of us try to experience that. Now, yes, there's other good countries out there. You got Philippines, you got Thailand, you got a lot of different places, but I think Africa would be probably the best one that's suited, and it's very close. It's one of the closest countries that you can fly to, has got so much resources. You can live in so many different type of environments. You want a desert, you can go to Egypt. You want the tropics, go down south, or you don't even have to go down south. You can go to the west side, Senegal, Ghana. So it's got so many different type of environments that you can choose from that's best to your suiting. So it's literally got a little something for everybody. But and then in terms of pricing, if you're able to make a 1,000 to 2,000 online, hey, you good. But yeah, that's really all I want to say, guys. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Black Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. Y'all take it easy.